Inspirational Learning, a place where you can come to and learn how to. How to in business, formats, science, math, financial, tech, and more. Let Inspirational Learning teach you.
Welcome back to Inspirational Learning. Today we're going to cover a topic that is commonly used called order of operations. Order of operations is simply using different types of grouping symbols to solve an equation. A lot of people like to regard it and break it down to a common acronym, which is called Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally. And I'm going to write it here for you, which is Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally. And the corresponding letters here, we're going to place what the actual mathematical symbols are. So for the P, it is parentheses. For the E, it is exponents. So let's go ahead and write that. Parentheses, we know we have our exponential number, so that's a number, and we're just going to do a little exponent of 2 here, and then multiplication, and then we have division, and then we have addition, and then we have subtraction. Okay, so we utilize this order when trying to solve mathematical equations. We start with the numbers that are in parentheses or brackets or braces, and then we go and solve everything that has an exponent, and then we solve here where we have the multiplication before the division. That is only for the acronym. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, because when it comes to the multiplication and division, we are working left to right. Left to right. The reason why we work left to right when it comes to multiplication and division is because whichever one comes first, whether it's division or multiplication, that is what you do first. So if the division comes before the multiplication in an equation, then we divide first. If multiplication comes before the division in the equation, we multiply first. Also goes the same for addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction, is ordered from left to right when solving an equation. So let's go ahead and draw an equation where we can apply some of these steps. So let's take 5 times 2 minus 1. 5 times 2 minus 1. In equation 5 times 2 minus 1, we have a multiplication sign, and then we have a subtraction sign. Well, according to our order here, multiplication comes before subtraction. Therefore, we multiply first, which our solution is 5 times 2, it will be 10 minus 1. Then we continue to solve the solution. 10 minus 1 will be just 9. Okay, let's look at a more complex problem, which includes a parentheses and maybe an exponent, and then we'll see how to solve that equation. Okay, let's look at, in parentheses, 5 times 2 with a closed parentheses and an exponent of 2. So now that we have 5 times 2 and it's in closed parentheses, although multiplication isn't normally done before you do exponent, as we can see, the exponent comes before multiplication, but it is inside of the parentheses. As long as this equation is inside of the parentheses, we solve this equation first before doing the exponents. So, because it's in parentheses, we're going to go ahead and solve the equation inside the parentheses. 5 times 2, which is 10. Then we make sure we keep our exponent of 2. So now we take what's inside the parentheses, since there's no mathematical equations that need to be solved. We go ahead and utilize this exponent here. And this exponent is simply saying 10 times 10, which is 2 tens. Our exponent is 2. 10 times 10 equals 100. And this will be the answer to our solution. We have to realize that the mathematical equations can be a lot more complex, where it could be a lot longer inside and outside of the parentheses. But that doesn't change our order of operations. So if we just follow, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, and remember when we get to multiplication and division that we have to work from left to right, and we will be able to solve those more complex equations and find our solution that's needed for the problem. And I just want to thank you for tuning in to Inspirational Learning Channel. I know this particular lesson wasn't too lengthy, but it is a very simple lesson. Just remember your fundamentals and you will be fine. Thank you for tuning in. See you next lesson. Thank you for learning with us at Inspirational Learning. If you enjoyed this lesson and found it helpful, please feel free to like and subscribe to our channel.